Okay, hi everyone. Today we're going to do the assignment method or the 100 method. Okay, so we need to check first whether the metric is balanced or not. For this case, we have 4 workers and 4 tasks, so it's 4 by 4, so it should be balanced. So just in case if you have 4 by 3, so you need to add on the dummy column or the dummy row, okay, to make it balanced. 4 times 4 or 5 times 5, it depends on the question. So for this case, it's balanced 4 times 4. So the first thing is find the smallest in the row. Okay, so this is the row. Okay, going this way is the row, so find the smallest in the row. So for row 1 is 1, and then row 2 is 4, row 3 is 6, and then row 4 is 3. Okay, it just at the same column. Okay, coincidentally. So next, what you have to do, minus all the row with the smallest number in the row. Okay, so you minus all this with 1, minus all this with 4, minus all this with 6, and then minus all this with 3. So make another table here. So these are the answer. So just check. So the first row is minus with 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 8 minus 1 is 7. 4 minus 1 is 3. And then 6 minus 1 is 5. So do for the second row. So second row is 4. So 4 minus 4 is 0. And then 7 minus 4 is 3. So do for each row. Okay. Next, find the smallest in the column. So go column wise. So for this case, it's all 0. So 0 is the smallest one. For this case, for the column B is 3. For the column C is 1. And then the column D is 2. You have two numbers, 2 here. So just choose any 2. Okay. So these are the smallest in the column. So what you have to do, minus all the number in the column with the smallest one here. So for this case, definitely it's going to be all zeros. And for this one, 7 minus 3, 3 minus 3, 4 minus 3, and 6 minus 3. So do for column C and D and make another table. So these are the answer actually. So we just check, okay, check for the row, for the column D. 5 minus 2 is 3, 3 minus 2 is 1, 2 minus 2 is 0, 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay, so these are the answer for this one after you minus the smallest number in the column. So next, cross out all the 0 with minimum lines. So for this case, must be less than 4, so it should be 3. Okay, so this one should be 3. So I can cross this one, 2 and 3. So all the zeros have been covered with 3 lines. So what you have to do, okay, listen carefully. Find the smallest uncovered number. So these are the uncovered numbers. So in this case, the smallest for uncovered number is number 1. So what you have to do, take the number 1 and go to the intersection. So with this, in this case, the intersection is here and here, means the cross line. So for this one and this one, you need to add the smallest number. So plus 1 at this and plus 1 at this one. So it's going to be now, this one going to be 1 and this one going to be 2 because 1 plus 1 is 2. And then what happened to uncovered numbers? You need to minus 1. So 4 minus 1, 2 minus 1, 1 minus 1, 4 minus 1, 3 minus 1, and 3 minus 1. So the only number that's going to be changed is this number, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The other number do not change. So you make another table for the answer here. So remember, this one is plus 1. Okay. So 0 plus 1 is 1, and then this one is 1 plus 1, so this one going to be 2. Okay, that's correct. And then the number going to be changed is 4 minus 1 is 3, and then 2 minus 1 is 1. Then this one we don't disturb, don't change anything. Then 1 minus 1 is 0, and then 4 minus 1 is 3, and then 3 minus 1 is 2, and then for this number 3 minus 1 is 2. So this is the new table with the new answer. So next, we're going to cross out again. Can we cross out with 3 lines? For this time, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I cannot cross out with the 3 lines. So I need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to stop. So when I have, if I cannot go less than 4 lines to cover all zeros, so I need to stop. So in this case, I can assign straight. So what you need to do is to find in each row which one have the single zero. So it's because it's easy to assign. So for this one, the first case, I think task 1 is very easy to assign. So I make another table here. Okay. So for task 1, it's easy because I know this is the zero, the only zero. So I do an X here. So task 1 will partner with worker A. Next, which one have single zero? Okay, so no more single zero. But remember, when you have assigned tasks and the workers, it no longer valid. So for this case, if you see, 1 and worker A have been assigned. So 4 cannot assign to A anymore. So the next one, 4 can be assigned to D. So I put an X here. Next, so we already use A and D. Okay, go for the task 3. So this one have been used. Task D also have been used. The only task that available that 0 for task 3 is only for B here. So I put 3 and B. And definitely I know that B have been used for task 3. So task 2 going to be assigned to C. So once you complete the assignment, you need to calculate the cost. Okay, I'll show you how to calculate the cost. This is the original table. This is the table that the question asks you. So once you have assigned, you need to get the cost from the original table. So from here, okay, make this table. So you assign 1A. So you read here, 1A is 1, the cost is. Second one is 4D. 4 and D, you read here, 4 and D is 5. So you put 5 here. 3B, remember we have assigned 3 and B. So read here, 3 and B is 10. And 2 and C, so we assign 2 and C is 5. So you need to total up all the costs based that you assign on the tasks and workers and read or take the information of the cost from the original table and put it here, and the total cost is RM21 ringgit. So you have solved the assignment problem here. So I think that's the thing that you need to be very careful is when you need to do step by step. First, you need to make sure the matrix is balanced, 3 by 3, 4 by 4. And then the first one is find the smallest in the row. Okay, you minus all the row with the smallest number. Make another table with the answer, and then you find the smallest in the column. So you need to minus all the column with the smallest number. Then make the third table. Try to cross out. This one is very careful. If you directly cannot cross less than 4 lines, so you have to stop. So it means that you cannot do in any other way to cover it with the less than 4 lines. So you need to straight assign it. For this case, you still have, you can do it. So you need to do the intersection. You need to minus all the uncovered numbers to make another new table, and then you try to cross out again. So whenever you have covered with the 4 lines, so you have to stop and straight to assign. So assign very careful. Assign first with the row we have a single zero. Okay, then once you have assigned with the column, then it's not valid anymore. So you can move to the next zero for the next row to assign. Okay, so you have to do it very careful so you can come up with the partner first, then you read from the original table for the cost, and then you total up to find the minimum total cost. So I hope you understand. A bit confusing, but if you get it, then it's easy for you to solve the problem, right? So I hope you understand. Okay, thank you.